have finished the part 2. Now we are going to start part 3, social. The heading is the northern plains. Now we are going to see about the northern plains. The northern plains are located to the south of the northern mountains. It is located to the south of the northern mountains. This region is a flat level land extending from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. So this northern plain is the flat land, not the mountain, not the hills, but it is a flat level land extending from Punjab in the west to the Assam in the east. In the east, the east-west extent of the plains is about 2,400 kilometers. It is how many kilometers? 2,400 kilometers extends from Punjab to Assam. It is covering the states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and parts of Assam. It is covering 6 states. Which are the 6 states? Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and some parts of the Assam. Next we will see the Himalayan rivers. About the Himalayan rivers. The Himalayan rivers. Now let us see about the Himalayan rivers. The rivers that originated from the Himalayas flow through the northern plains. Since these rivers have their sources in the Himalayas, they are perennial. Perennial rivers have water throughout the year. Perennial river means the rivers which have water all through the year. This is because the melting snow from the Himalayas glaciers provide a continuous supply of water to the northern rivers. So why it is all through the year water over there in these rivers? Because the snow is melting and this water flows to the river. The rivers originating from the Himalayas have made the northern plains very fertile. Since these rivers are originating from the Himalayas, the northern plains are very fertile. The rivers bring along minerals, rocks and silt. Silt means the sand and mud is carried through the water. So the plains become very fertile. So the rivers bring along minerals, rocks, silt from the mountains and deposit them on the banks and surrounding areas. The soil is very fertile and is known as alluvial soil. It is known as alluvial soil. The river basins of the northern plains. Now we will see the river basin of the northern plains. 3 rivers have played a a major role in the formation of the northern plains. Three rivers. Which are three rivers? Satluj, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Which are the three rivers? Satluj, Ganga and Brahmaputra. These three rivers forming the northern plains. These three rivers and their tributaries have formed three water basins. It forms the three water basins which together form the great northern plains. Together these three forms the great northern plains. A tributary is a small river or stream which flows into a larger river or lake. Tributary is what? A tributary is a small river or stream which flows into a larger river or lake. An area watered by a river and its tributaries is called its basin. So what is the basin? An area watered by a river and its tributaries is called its basin. The Ganga basin is in the center, the Brahmaputra basin is in the east and the Satluj basin in the west. So three basins are there, which are the Ganga basin in the center, the Brahmaputra basin in the east and the Satluj basin in the west. The Satluj basin is also known as the Indus basin. Now we will see about the Ganga basin. Three basins we saw. So now about the Ganga basin. River Ganga originates from the Gangotri. It originates from the Gangotri glacier in the Himalayas. It flows very swiftly and enters the plains at Haridwar. It enters the plains at Haridwar. The main tributary of river Ganga is river Yamuna. Its main tributary is of river Ganga is river Yamuna. The river Yamuna joins the Ganga at a place called Sangam. The Yamuna river is joining the Ganga at a place called Sangam near Allahabad. This Sangam is where it is located near Allahabad. Rivers Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi are the tributaries that flows from the Himalayas and join the Ganga in the plains. River Chambal, Betwa, Ken and Son are tributaries that join river Ganga from the south. The northern plains are an important agricultural belt of India because there is rich fertile soil and many wells and canals for irrigation. Many wells and canals are there for irrigation. What is irrigation? Irrigation meaning is to supply water to the fields through pipes and canals so that crops can grow. The main crops grown in this basin are sugarcane, rice, jute, wheat and millets. The Ganga basin is the most densely populated part of India. So Ganga basin is the most populated. Many population is living over there. Millions of people have settled here. Many cities have developed along the banks of the rivers of Ganga basin. Some of these cities are very ancient and have religious importance, and many are important industrial centers. For example, Rishikesh, Haridwar, Delhi, Agra, Lucknow, Kanpur, Ayodhya, Patna and Kolkata. So these are the cities present there on the Ganga basin. So today we will see only up to this Ganga basin. Only we read now for this session. Now I will see you in the next session, part 4. Students, please read more and more and understand better. When you read more, you will understand better. Thank you.